Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. So, I'm Mr. Ban. It's also seen that Venice has done some, well, pretty hilarious stuff here. They've annexed the Byzantine Empire, or Byzantium, by this stage. And we're going to punish them for that. Very soon, I might add. Very soon, I might add. We also have the problem of the Roman Empire going back to full-scale electors, but once again, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The problem right now is that Auvergne, damn hiccups, is being slaughtered by everyone else. What we are going to do now, as soon as I get myself a ruler, is declare war on Bavaria. And with that, we'll probably get France involved, and potentially someone else as well. So, okay, of course there will be someone else, because all the electors will be involved. That's kind of what I was getting at here. But yeah, all the order is restored after some gruesome years, orders finally settled amongst the people. I wouldn't really call this some gruesome years. Honest ability drop was fairly easy to deal with. The rebels had about, what, 1/10 of my force? Yeah, probably 2/10 of my force. All forces combined, mind you. And the religious rebels have been, well, a bigger threat per se. But I usually have troops in the areas where, well, conversion is happening. So it's not like it's a problem per se. It's actually fairly easy to deal with. Do I want to wait? I think I have the cut production investment. Yeah, I want to wait. Especially since we're going to declare war on Bavaria pretty soon. So they are going to be slaughtered. Mostly due to the fact they don't actually have anyone back at home watching over them. I think I also want to make a translation here, change over probably 40,000 men. Now 80,000 that area should be enough, even though there are some French and Bavarian troops. Yeah, 80,000 in general, that's more than enough. Bavaria actually took Charolais here, and that is a good thing. That means I will definitely be able to hand Bourgogne here over to Auvergne once the war is over. If they take then also Bourbon and Limousin, or Limousin, that's perfectly fine. So the goal there will be to hand over as many provinces as possible below the now 40 ducats gap, vassalize these guys, and then hand over whatever cores they still have. So that is the goal. We have Suleiman III here, 335, fitting that it was the third then. And I can now introduce, I don't want to introduce that. I need a piety for conversions. I don't want to introduce that either, it's horrible. Suleiman is the heir to Suleiman, and he's a 302. Horrible by any stretch. Is he old enough to become a general? No, still needs 5 more years on the bench. So, Bavaria. I need a diplomat. I did not see this coming. Where is my... There we go. There you are. You're over in Stettin. Stop your improvements to my relations. And yeah, then going to... As soon as he gets back, we're going to declare war on Bavaria here. And that should actually be interesting, because I'm pretty sure the French will actually join in, and a couple of others. So, let's see here. Teutonic Order, Assange, French, Magdeburg, the Palatinate, and Galera. Colpo, Milan, Württemberg, Bavaria, Münster, and Würzburg. So, I hope Magdeburg joins in. The others are forced. Palatinate are also forced, I believe, so we'll go for ahead here, declare war. This Galera is forced, it looks like, which is one of the electors I'm pretty sure of. So, we're just going to go ahead here and start slaughtering troops, and most likely win this. That is the goal. If I can pull it off, it's not a matter entirely, but it shouldn't be too difficult. We'll see how it all plays out here. I think I might have to try and get military access from... Yeah, I can get it from Poland, so getting to Magdeburg shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll see how this plays out. So, as you can see, the French actually join in. This is the entirety of the war map, and hilariously enough, Magdeburg here decided that, no, we don't want to be in this war. And they broke their alliance, which is horrible, because they are the one elected that I still need. That is a shitty... That is definitely a shitty way of setting things up here. Especially since I can't actually declare war on them. I want a casus belli that strictly says this... not disable, but rather destroy the whole Roman Empire. Because that is a casus belli that I really need, because of course... Right now, I can't really dismantle it, and the reason is simple. I can't declare war on the last member, and I can't really vassalize everyone who's a part of it either. This should have been a victory, I'm pretty sure of, but unfortunately we got that thing, and Louis here turns out to be a genius general. We're going to run home and hide under the bed. And I guess I'm going to go ahead too and ignore the gallery up here, and we're going to march this army south to help. That should be fitting. And with that, I think I will be able to fight their armies. We'll have to see. I think we'll also go ahead here and transfer the... What the hell is the Bavarian regiment doing down here? Doesn't really matter. I'll just ignore it. March the other army up here as well. So apparently I'll not be allowed to, well, get rid of the whole Roman Empire just yet. I'll most likely have to annex or vassalize someone else in the meantime, and it's going to be annoying. Annoying as hell. So we're just going to keep on stirring up trouble and vassalize whomever is in a way. I'll probably also do a... how should I put this? I'll probably also do a small war after this to try and get rid of some of the overextension. No, aggressive expansion. I'm going to get rid of some of the aggressive expansion. That sounds a little bit better. And with that, we'll also go ahead here and get those 40,000 men into the battle by getting a deal here with Hungary. It should be fine even with the damage that does to my diplomatic points. If I can just get these guys into battle, then we can definitely crush France. So, I'm just going to go ahead here. If I run into any big battles, I'll show you. But other than that, I don't think you'll, well, get to see too much, really, unfortunately. Shouldn't really be that much of a interesting fight, per se. We'll see how it all ends up, I think. I'm also going after Aachen, and I think we're just going to go ahead and declare war on Magdeburg and annex them, or vassalize them afterwards. I'm a little bit unsure. We'll have to see how this all plays out. But for now, allow my armies to rest up, and then we'll continue our, well, wars here. Apparently they opted for attacking my army here, and I have no idea if this army joining up will actually save it. It should, mind you, and they had some hilarious losses here. What is this? About 33 to 16, so 2 to 1 losses. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Bavaria doesn't actually have anywhere to run here. And it seems that the only thing the French took was Limousine, which is kind of good. And they also forced me to give up the Cornpoitou, which is kind of bad. So let us just try and see here if we can actually hunt down some of the other armies here. And we'll also join up this second 40,000 man army. That should make things fairly interesting, I think. So I'll just continue the war. And we'll see how all of this plays out. Should be entertaining. So, the French army has been completely destroyed. They do have some troops left here, but it's basically just this one, and I believe there's another small army that's running around somewhere. The Milanese army has been destroyed by my 40k army, so I'm just going to hunt down the last remnants. I actually believe that this is the big last remnant, and the other one probably is in this province over here. So I don't really have anything to worry about. We're also going to go ahead and destroy those guys that are annoying as hell. So with this said, I think this war is already over, and it shouldn't be too much of a fuss left before it's done. We'll also take a couple more provinces that we can then sell to Auvergne here, try and recidify our, well, situation per se. They don't like me much, and I can't really say that I blame them, so we're going to improve relations and try to get a new ally out of them. But yeah, I'm losing a lot of troops here. Louis is still kicking, it seems like, and I don't like that. He's a good general, so murder him is probably going to be my top priority here. But getting rid of this army is also part of my top priority. Damn it, I forgot how to talk. I think we're actually going to destroy the French army here. It seems to be the biggest part of this. So we're going to completely destroy that annoying little bugger. And I guess we'll accept the demands. We have more than enough cash, so I don't really see why not. All remains now is really just set up siege squads over the entirety of the French area. And then I guess we're done. And we'll have to consider what I'll actually do here. If I will take new vassals or if I'll just ignore the situation per se. I'm a little bit unsure, but I'll probably come to a solution after a while. So I'll just, as I said, split up troops for sieges. I'll keep 120,000 man army just running around and slaughtering anything and anyone. And we'll see how this plays out. Should be an interesting, well, finish to the war. Shouldn't really be anything left to do than siege. So I'll get that done. And we'll see how this all turns out in the end. So, as you can see here, virtually everything is under siege now. All that remains is basically... Wait. I'm a little bit tempted here to actually just go ahead and take Nuremberg and also Oberpfahl, simply to, first of all, get a coalition going here. I'm a little bit unsure if the Danes will actually join in, but as you can see, I don't really have any aggressive expansion against them for some weird reason, and that's why I didn't actually join a coalition. So what I think we'll do here is just keep on going, well, to some extent the way we already have. And already some places here are actually starting to fall, which is great. These guys belong to the same thing, so I'm going to send all of them to Anjou. Should probably work just fine. This is our province, remember, so that's not a problem. I might actually go ahead and declare war on Aachen if I still have time for it, per se. Before the annexation is done, I probably won't have. Well, I will have time, so we're going to actually declare war on Aachen here as soon as this war is done. I'm very tempted to just end it right now. As you can see, I can make that peace. Gelre, do they have anything I want? I'm going to check if I find anyone that actually has something I want here, because I'm pretty sure no one actually does. So I'm just going to look through the peace deals and we'll see what I come up with. Bavaria has fallen, which is great. Can I declare war on Magdeburg? Yeah, if Bavaria wasn't the Emperor, I might have been able to pull something out of the hat here, but right now I don't think I can. I'm a little bit unsure, really. If I want to take Memmingen and Nuremberg, I'll get 72% overextension, which is kind of impressive here. And it's basically if I want to take Oberpfalz. But I don't really need to take these now that I think about it. I can use probably... Ansbach is going to be the problem then. I will probably keep up the deal that I currently have with Hungary. I might actually send someone to improve relations with them afterwards, to make sure I can have that, because I'll be able to get Urs and also Oberpfalz. So that will work out great. Potentially I could actually declare war on them, take Böhmenwald here and try and hand it over to Austria. I'm pretty sure that I won't actually be able to do that before I get rid of the Holy Roman Empire. So there's a lot of small annoying things here that need to be considered. But as of now, I'm a little bit unsure what I actually want to do. Once again, the fact that Bavaria is weak will probably potentially have someone take advantage of. I'm a little bit unsure if anyone actually will, but I can always hope. But I'm a little bit unsure what I'll actually end up doing here. We'll probably figure that out soon enough, though. So I'll probably place 80,000 men up in the northern parts here, because we're going to go to war with Holland. Well, I don't know why I call them Holland, because that's what they're called in another name for them in my country. That doesn't really matter. It's a bad habit. I apologize. So what we're going to do is still just keep on sieging, and I'm going to see if I come up with any good deals. We're also going to go here for... I want to do this, probably not yet. We are going to take diplomatic tech now, though, since I do have enough points to do basically what I want. Archipelago frigate, level 24. Trade range increased by 20. Trade efficiency by 10. And I can now build Archipelago frigates, which probably won't even build a single one of. That's that done, so to speak. But yeah, I'm going to keep on sieging, and I'll decide what I'll do afterwards. I'll probably take Oberpfalz here, so I can potentially then just go ahead and vassalize the Palatinate later. I might also go for vassalization of Magdeburg, since they'll probably not be in a coalition against me again. So yeah, there's a lot of smaller things that I need to consider. I'll see what I actually come up with here. This is an annoying situation, to say the least. So, I think we're actually ready to make peace with Bavaria here. And there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, that allows me to go after Aachen, and then I can actually get Koblenz and hand it over to Trier before they're actually next, which is great. Other than that, I'm a little bit tempted to have them give up Kurs here, but I don't really want to, per se. I kind of want to have them release Ulm, however. It should make them a little bit weaker. And other than that, I don't think I'll have them hand over any land. Niederbind could work, but I don't really want to. It's overextension I don't really need. No idea if it will actually cost me anything extra, though. I don't think so. So I might actually go for it, just pull this thing myself, as I should have already started doing with these things, which is a little bit annoying that I didn't. So can I afford to take it is basically the big question now. And I have to come up with that. The answer is no. I'm going to take French provinces anyway, so I'm not going to inconvenience myself more than necessary. So we're going to force them to hand out Ulm to Ulm, and we're going to take 100 coins, because, well, who doesn't like golden shiny things? With that said, however, the next target of our war here, I presume, is going to be, well, to some extent, 2 targets, if you want to consider it. We're going after, most likely, Netherlands, and also, I don't want to make peace with any of you. I'm going after, as I said here, Aachen before non-left coalition could. But as I said, Aachen is the target. We're hopefully going to get Koblenz here before everything ends. They're just allied with Hainaut, so it's not a problem. I might actually go ahead and vassalize Hainaut. I'm a little bit tempted to do so. But I believe they actually have, yeah, they have a big force over here. So before I declare war, I kind of want to back up my own army. Because of the fact that it seems like Hainaut has actually declared war on France. So we are going to, first of all, place those guys there, and then we're going to attack Hawkiee. Just in case Hainaut joins right now, their army will be, well, destroyed fairly easily, I'd presume. So hopefully I'm doing a fair guess here and not messing up. So, let's just get everything in order, and then we'll, well, screw these guys more or less. And there we go. They did actually join in. So I'm going to use the Red Army here to, well, siege Hainaut. We'll see how it plays out. So, we have already sieged goblins, which should make, or secure guarantee that we'll be able to hand the province over before 3 is annexed, which is good. The problem, of course, is that I'm pretty sure Bavaria here will actually hand over new people, so to speak, to potentially cause me some problems. But the wars, as far as I can see, is over. We have won it pretty substantially. The next big target is Netherlands. They probably have, well, a fair amount of force, but don't really have that much else per se, so it should actually be an easy war. I'm also going to go ahead here and probably take administrative soon. But this is how much I managed to do. As you can see, with the only real challenges that I really have left now, there are 2 of them. First of all, Denmark. The Holy Roman Empire and France doesn't really pose a threat to me. What I had in this war was basically this, plus Bavaria, Alsace, and another one, I believe, if I didn't piece them out. I probably did. Hungary, Poland, not really dangerous at all. Russia, to some extent, a little bit dangerous, but not much, admittedly. The troops don't really have too many access points. When the border gets a little bit more like this, we're going to get a little bit in trouble with them, but I think we should be fine. The front line, at least once we get up here, is going to be diverse. There shouldn't be a problem. Denmark is going to be a little bit of another horse entirely. They, as far as I know, Russia isn't westernized, but Denmark is, and they do have a fair amount of troops, but of course nothing compared to us. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But for now, we'll continue with sieges. We'll continue with trying to take what we want here. We'll go after, I think, first of all, Netherlands. We'll probably vassalize both Hainaut and Aachen another time. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll see how things play out next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, really. You know the drill. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.